Welcome back to Versus TV, where we dive deep into the biggest showdowns in entertainment. Today, we have a matchup that's as intense as the games themselves. Squid Game Season 1 versus Season 2. We'll explore the strengths, weaknesses, and what made each season stand out. By the end, we'll decide which season reigns supreme in the hearts of fans. Let's start with the storylines. Season 1 introduced us to a chillingly fresh concept, a death game disguised as innocent childhood games. The stakes were high, the morality was murky, and the mystery of who controlled the games kept viewers hooked. Season 1's brilliance lay in its simplicity. The games were deadly, yet straightforward, giving the players and the audience a sense of false control. The emotional weight hit hardest in episodes like the Marble Game, where alliances crumbled and humanity was tested. Now, Season 2 shifted gears. The concept wasn't new anymore, so it leaned heavily into expanding the world. It explored the inner workings of the games, focusing on the frontman's story and Gi-hun's post-victory guilt. While this added depth, some fans felt it lost the raw emotional pull of the first season. Season 1 wins for its originality and gut-wrenching simplicity. Season 2 scores points for world building but loses some of the emotional punch. The games are the heart of Squid Game. Season 1 hit hard with games like Red Light, Green Light, and The Glass Bridge, blending suspense with deadly consequences. Each game felt iconic, with simple rules that created maximum tension. Season 2 had to up the ante. It introduced psychologically intense games like O versus X, where players had to vote, and Six Legs, a brutal team endurance challenge. The games in Season 2 were more complex but arguably less iconic. While the stakes were still high, the simplicity that made Season 1's games so universally terrifying was missing. Season 1 wins for memorable and universally terrifying games. Season 2 brought complexity, but it didn't deliver the same iconic moments. When it comes to characters, Season 1 gave us flawed, relatable protagonists. Gi-hun, Sang-woo, Se-byuk, and Ali felt like real people thrown into impossible circumstances. Their arcs were tragic yet compelling. Season 2 focused more on expanding existing characters, like the frontman and Gi-hun. While this gave us a closer look at the minds behind the games, it came at the cost of sidelining new contestants. The emotional attachment to fresh players was weaker. Season 1 wins for its unforgettable cast of contestants. Season 2 gives depth to returning characters, but misses the emotional connection with new ones. Season 1 tackled themes of class disparity and desperation with sharp social commentary. It was a critique of capitalism, showing how far people would go for money. The games felt like a microcosm of society's inequality. Season 2 leaned into morality and revenge. It questioned the motivations behind the games, exploring whether the participants, or even Gi-hun himself, could become the very evil they fought against. While thought-provoking, it lacked the laser-focused critique of Season 1. Season 1 wins for sharp, universal themes. Season 2 is ambitious, but loses clarity in its messaging. Season 1 holds an impressive 95% approval rating, with fans praising its originality and emotional weight. Season 2, while strong at 86%, faced criticism for pacing issues and a lack of the first season's emotional highs. Season 1 remains the fan favorite, but Season 2 still kept viewers engaged with its expanded universe. Which season reigns supreme? After analyzing the storylines, games, characters, themes, and fan reception, it's clear that while Season 2 brought depth and expansion, Season 1 remains the king. Its originality, emotional weight, and iconic games make it a hard act to follow. But let's be real. Both seasons have their strengths, and together they've solidified Squid Game as one of the greatest shows of our time. What do you think? Did Season 2 live up to the hype, or is Season 1 unbeatable? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tune in to Versus TV for more epic showdowns.